G'day everybody and welcome to another episode of Automotive Carnage. In today's episode we are back out at our station and we're going to continue to look through some amazing vehicles. Today the focus is on HJ45's. So that's right, we are back out at our station in the wonderful Goldfields of Western Australia. Beautiful outback, and it is a glorious, glorious day. It's getting quite a bit hot, but we'll keep pushing on. Anyway, today we are looking at quite a few HJ45's. We've even got some HJs in here, 75's, 55's, and we've even got an HQ station wagon at the very end. So that's going to be awesome. Look forward to that one. So our main purpose of today is to A, show you guys some absolutely awesome vehicles that have been left out here in the beautiful desert, and two, everything you see in this video series, last week's video, this week, and most likely next week's, is all for sale. That's right, station owner wants to start afresh, get rid of all the junk, and there is a lot of gear left lying around out here. Not just vehicles, we've got stationary engines, we've got all sorts of stuff, so everything's for sale. So if there's anything that you see that you like the look of or you could use, whether it be a whole vehicle or just the bits and pieces, please give us an email at auotmotivekarnage@gmail.com. Enough of spruiking, let's go look at some awesome FJs. So here we go, first cab off the rank is this beautiful HJ45. It still has its original H motor and actually fairly complete as well, which is really cool. So that might spin off into a will it start video, but I'm not too good with diesels, unfortunately. But anyway, a lot of these vehicles you're going to see today are more of the working vehicles, so ones that have been set up to do bore work, fencing work, and bull vehicles for during mustering. So they're a lot more industrial and agricultural, sorry, in their purpose. So obviously a lot of traybacks. There's no short wheelbases here today, unfortunately. But there is an HJ55, which is pretty cool. That's my favorite shape. But anyway, have a look at how complete this old H motor is. So those vehicles were just parked up when one or two things went wrong. As we live so far away from a center or service center, it's hard to get parts out here. So, you know, you might have a simple thing like a cracked manifold, don't have a welder on hand, and so that's that. Park the car up and use these parts to keep the other one going, that sort of thing. So this one's actually really complete, still has a lot of the glass. We are missing a passenger side door, but jump in the driver's side there and check out the instrument cluster. So this one's really good interior wise. It still has a lot of what's going on the dash there. The steering wheel's been taken for some other vehicle. Still has the manual transmission, even has the gear shifting instructions on the glove box still. And my favorite is the homemade roof lining of carpet. That's really cool, I like that. So this actually would be a great candidate for a restoration. Do I need an HJ45? I don't know, it's only got 2 seats. I'm sure the kids would like the cramped space in here. Anyway, let's move on to the tray and get on to the next vehicle. So again, we've still got the entire driveline, diff, drive shaft, a seat, gearbox, everything is still in that vehicle. Moving on to this one. This one has definitely seen better days. It's had a bit of a face swap on it, and the rust in this is everywhere. It's got rust, it's got bog. This one has not been looked after as well, but mechanically we still have quite a few pieces. So this one's got the 2H in it, which is a bit more of an updated model and still fairly complete. Look on this side, we do have the extractors missing over here, thermostat housing, but all in all looks relatively complete. But if you look down the sides of the panels, you'll notice that the rust, so you'll see that there is quite a bit of rust in and around this vehicle. Smashed window, unfortunately. Wow, look at that. The floor is just about to fall out in here. Still got the transmission though, and again, a beautiful dash. Look, we even have a crash pad on this one, which we didn't have on the green one. So So this is definitely a later model, but still there are some great parts on this vehicle.
It has a Holden roof.
It does have a Holden roof. Moving on down the back, again, we've still got diff. Hubs have also been taken off to use on another vehicle here. But it's like, they're so complete. Like these vehicles, as I said before, you know, something pretty major would have to go wrong. And then they were just parked up and left. So I'll have to have a chat to the station owner and see if any of these actually were operational when he took over the place. Or if they've just been sitting here for gosh knows how long. And if one was operational back then, I really do think we should come back and see if we can get the old diesels going. From what I've heard of H motors, they are near on indestructible and will go pretty well. And then we'll jump over to the white one here. Same sort of thing, just fairly complete, a bit more rust in it, but we still have glass. Oh, the interior's been a bit more cannibalized on this one. So judging by the interior fixtures on this, I'm going to assume this one just has the H motor and not the 2H. So let's have a look. Oh, it's got a meaty blooming homemade bull bar on it. Oh, it's got the nothing motor. Nope, that one is gone. So this one's just good for bits and pieces. Look, here we go. This is the ingenuity that I love out in stations here. You know, you've smashed in your corner, you've damaged all the panel work, that's okay, weld up what you can. Stick a bit of angle iron in there, bit of cross bracing, you'll be good to go. Go hit some more bulls. All right, does that even have anything to go? Oh yeah, there's a little bit of wire down here. And that holds that in. There we go. Factory fresh, mate. All right, what's this over here? Big Isuzu, was it? Oh, what's the interior like on here? Good glow. It's the least of this car's problems. Someone's fiberglassed the roof, so yeah, that's not going to be too good. Front window smashed. Rear windows are still good though. Look at these, man. These are great condition. Ooh, what's that? Oil pressure gauge on there as well. Really good example yet again. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving the old HJs. All right, a big old Isuzu. Oh, that's a big Isuzu. What more can I say? I wonder what that book is. Yep, it's got a big diesel engine. Cool, next. Here we go, something a little bit more modern. What we have here, we have HJ45. Yes, diesel motor. Non-turbo. Mate, where's all my Arab mates at? They'll be screaming over this thing. Absolutely awesome. That is fairly complete. So I wonder what happened to this. I'm going to say suspension issues because most of the suspension is there, or has it been taken away? No, again, probably just hubs, potentially, unless they've used the hubs to fix the other ones. So, yep, HJ75, non-turbo, absolutely great and near indestructible engine. What's the interior look like on this one?
No door.
Got no door, but that's okay. That's so the your off-sider can get in and out relatively quickly. Let's go with that excuse. What's that? Oh, that's just says Land Cruiser, rear tank. This one's been pretty well cannibalized, but still quite a few bits and pieces left on here as well. So, oh, I found the passenger side door. It's on the tray. I guess someone needed some sheet metal, I suppose. So that's the other really cool thing as well, is it's not just vehicles. We've got 100+ years of station history out here that needs to be sorted through. So we've got old tools, block and tackles, we've got mill equipment, we've got all well equipment, sorry, not mill equipment. There's the old sharing shed. There is absolutely some amazing gear if you're into your old stuff. A lot of it could probably just be used for garden art, but if there is some awesome collectors out there, there's some really cool gear out here. But anyway, let's move on to the next patch of vehicles. So this one here kind of caught me off guard a bit because it's been chopped down so much, it actually took me a while to figure out what it was, and luckily it still has its tags on it. So have a look, guys, pause the video, see what you think it is, write it in the comments, and now I'll tell you it is an FJ62. So yeah, that's very well chopped down. But the old F engine, very complete. Still even has a starter motor, which like you never find in the bush. Starter motors and distributors and carbies are always gone. So here on the station, the vehicles are respected a little bit better and people don't just come and yank parts off, which is really cool. So the old 8F motor in there. Interior wise, what we got? Man, that's a big ding in the door there. Oh yeah, pretty snazzy radio. It's got a climometer or climeter thingy-mabobby. Yeah, real interesting vehicle that, but running gear, again, it's all there, guys. It's really, really cool. I'm loving this. There's glass, there's running gear, there's carburetors, there's starter motors. You just don't find this stuff in the bush. I'm loving this station gear. Here we go, HJ45, the ugly duckling of the Land Cruiser family, but personally my favorite because everyone else hates it. What I would love to do is to take one of these bodies and put it onto a UZJ100 series. So I've got the V8 petrol, good strong chassis that can do 3.5 ton towing, and then go, it needs to be shortened a couple of inches, I can't remember exactly how many, but not much, does need to be shortened, and then plop this body over top of it. I think that will make a really cool tow vehicle. But anyway, this one has got a fair bit of rust down the lower seals. That guard there is nothing but bog. Oh, there we go. That's a whole lot of bog right there. Anyway, so yeah, very, very rusty. So this one, probably only good for its glass, which is pretty hard to find on these models. A few little indicator trinket bits, and obviously the running gear. Does this open? Oh, maybe a bit more convincing of all, but I'll leave that for now. And so next to the 55, we have another 75, so a bit more modern again. What engine do we have in this? Ah, she's not an H. Not a 2H, sorry. Not a 2H non-turbo. So again, this is another very indestructible diesel motor. And like, I almost feel you could whack a battery on that and crank it. There is a lot of it in there. Man, look at the wiring on the terminals though. Woohoo! That is some heck job right there. My gosh. But you do what you gotta do when you're in the bush. That's a really good example actually. Really, really good example. Of the motor. The car's rooted, but the motor's good. All right, let's go behind it. We've got something a bit more modern. We'll quickly breathe over these because that Hilux looks awesome. Let's go start that one. So we've got a late 80s, early 90s Hilux by the looks of it, 4-wheel drive jacked up, and powering it we have a tiny little 4-cylinder petrol. Well, that was anticlimactic. And someone's taken the tags, so I can't even tell you what motor it was. So there you go, I thought there was going to be a diesel in here. But yeah, that's not a bad wagon. The interior is pretty well complete. Great 4-wheel drive system in there. And a low 118,000 kilometers, which is surprising considering how much rust this thing has. But anyway, that's actually really low for the running gear even. That's a cool Hilux. Let's go to the Navara. Oh, how I don't like Navaras. Unless it's a D21. D21s are okay. D40s, my gosh, don't get me started on D40s. Nasty things. Oh, we've got a diesel on this one. D21 dual cab pickup. 1986, so we've got rust in the firewall. Again, a pretty well complete motor. Is this one 4-wheel drive or is this just 2-wheel? Oh, transmission's gone missing, so it's no wheel drive. But again, not a bad example. Not a bad example at all. Oh, we got one more vehicle, 2 more vehicles, and a truck. Let's go see what we got. All right, around the side of the caravan, we have another 45. What are we running in this one? This one's definitely been set up for a hunting rig with the spotlights on top. Oh, another H. Surprise, surprise. Man, with all the H's here, surely we can get at least one of them going with all the bits and pieces that are lying around here. Some really good components. Front looks nice. I even still got a globe in there. Like, it just, oh, glass, man. I buzz out when I see glass. No, it's not going to let us in. So this guy's not going to let us in, but I can tell you that the dash is pretty well complete in this one as well. Have you ever seen so many 45s in one location so complete? Like, I don't know, I haven't. Personally, in my experience of car hunting, I have not seen a graveyard like this before. This is really, really cool. And if you are into your 40 series or your 45s or even just your H motors, there is plenty here for you. So let us know what you need. All right, what's that old truck? That looks hideous. Oh, it's an old Austin. Mate, I don't see old Austins in anymore. How do you even get into it? Oh, so you gotta step there, grab handle there, step there, and then get down into it. It's got a big petrol 6-cylinder with the tiniest little carb. It's like that big. Look at that little girl, man. Big old heavy thing, and we've made next to no power. I just noticed on the floor on the other side, there's a Stromberg downdraft, which I've been searching for a very long time. Not that I think this one would work, but yep, there's old Holden Stromberg. Looks like the right size for my HR as well. 1 in 532. I think that is. Huh, there's one sitting there all along. Oh, lucky we have one now anyway. Model 5.60 FPE. Wow, that's a real fun name. Let's go check out this Holden. And then last but not least, you know I like to leave the good ones for last. Good ones in my eyes anyway. Beautiful old HQ. I think it is HQ, yes, HQ, all the glass in it. We've also had some rust issues at the top here before because you've got some sort of foam tape used for weather stripping, a bit of silicone. I guess it leaked, that would have been it. But anyway, what do we look like inside? Oh, yeah, a bit dusty but fairly tight. Oh, nah, the instrument clusters are pretty well gone. Vinyl floor still, so I don't know, is this a Belmont or a Prem? Let's go check out the front end. Oh well, so this is interesting. It's got a Premier front on it. That is nice. That's in good nick too. Again, I love the homemade bull bars that you find out here on these stations and in the bush. Where'd the indicators go? Because the indicators were in the bumper on the original HQ. Where did they put the indicators on that bar? Who needs indicators? Oh yeah, and it was originally a Belmont. There you go. So it was a Belmont, and then they've gone and chucked the Premier front on it. So there we have it, guys. Another wonderful day out here at our station, and just looking over some amazing vehicles. As I said before, I've never seen so many 45s in one location and in good repair as well. Yes, some of the first ones I looked at were pretty rusty, but mechanical wise, they were fairly complete, which is absolutely awesome. So if there's any bits and pieces you need, please do not hesitate to get hold of us. auotmotivekarnage@gmail.com. We are in the Goldfields of Western Australia, so prepare for that. It's a long way from anywhere. That's why these vehicles are still here and in such great condition. So we'll see you guys on the next episode of Automotive Carnage. What we're going to look at that time, I think we've got another one of these, but I think it's an HZ. We've got an HD sedan. We've got some big old beautiful trucks to look at, some stationary engines, and a few other bits and pieces lying around on the ground. We'll do a bit more parts focused video next week. So awesome, we'll catch you then. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.